Peace, peace be to you. In the name of my Master Yahusha, the Son of living Elohim, who is the Word which was in the beginning, and the Word was with Elohim, and the Word is Elohim. And the Word became flesh and tabernacle among us. Yahusha is the door. He is the Good Shepherd. He is the way to the Father. There is no other way. There is no other door, other entry. And if we come to Him, we would not make mistake. We would not go astray. I want to read some for you from Johannan 10. And I maybe start from the beginning. Verse 1. Truly, truly I say to you, he who does not enter through the door into the sheepfold, but climbs up by another way, that one is a thief and a robber. So Yahusha is the door. He is the entry. And if you walk other way, if you turn sideways, you would not find anything good there, but deceit, confusion. And those who are walking around the door are not from Yahweh, because our Elohim, Yahweh, sent Yahusha, because He is the Savior from Him, and there is no other Savior except Him. But he who enters through the door is the shepherd of the sheep. He is all. Yahusha is everything. He is the one who committed His life for the sheep, who gave His life for the sheep. And this is description. That's how we identify the one who has the ruach of our Master Yahusha. This is how we discern who is from Him. So if you listen to people, if you around people who call themselves brothers and sisters, if they don't fulfill that criteria, they are not from Him, not from Elohim, because Yahusha is exact representation of His Father. The doorkeeper opens for Him, and the sheep hear His voice, and He calls His own sheep by name and leads them out. The shepherd cares for the sheep. He knows the names of His sheep. He knows who they are, and the sheep knows Him. So if there is sheep in darkness, which is lost, if you come to them and have the set apart ruach of Yahusha Messiah in you, when you will speak, it would not be you speaking, but the sheep will hear the voice of the shepherd and will come and will be delivered. And when He has brought out His own sheep, He goes before them, and the sheep follow Him, because they know His voice. But if you come with different voice, with different news, because you did not receive the set apart ruach, the sheep will be still scattered. Because it's like feeding someone with junk food instead of the true bread. There are so many, I would say, resources now you can find about the junk food and what it does to you, but you don't realize what the wrong news, the strange news will do to you. It does the same thing. Instead to feed your ruach, feed your spirit, it actually damages it. But if you eat the true bread, you will be nourished, you will be well. And they shall by no means follow a stranger, but shall flee from him, because they do not know the voice of strangers. The sheep which is looking for truth, the sheep which is hungry, would not accept the false bread, the bread which is not from above, but will turn other way. If the man is in darkness, he will like to see the light. But if you feed them with this which is from this world, he will be still in the place where he was before, confused, not knowing what to do. That's why, even so, there are so many resources, so many teachers, so many who will tell you what to do and how to believe and how to strengthen your faith and how to be obedient. Why it's not working? Why people become burdened? Why people become discouraged? It should not be so. Many people claiming that they have the set apart Ruach, that they walk in Ruach, and they speak truth. Why the sheep is not nourished? Why there is so much doubt, so many doubts, so confusion and this unrest? Fear is everywhere, and so many questions unanswered. When we have Yahusha in us, He will give you peace. He will stop your questions. It's not that you will have them all answered, but you would not keep asking about those matters you are interested in about the life here, because you will have the treasure in you. You will have the one who is living in you. What else you need? There is nothing greater than Him, because He is not of this world. So the matters of this world will be less important. As Yohanan John the Immerser said, He must increase and I need to decrease. So if He is in you, this will be to you. You will decrease and He will increase. And all those things which bother you here would not be bothering you. Because Yahushua said, my yoke is gentle and my burden is light. Come to me and you will find rest for your beings. Pick up your stake and follow me. But you already know you would not be under heavy burden, because Yahushua will take the heavy luggage, the weight from your shoulders. He will be there with you. He is the shepherd, the good shepherd, who laid His life for the sheep, who is good because His Father is good. It's not because He is the one who is above all, but His Father is who sent Him, and He came from Him, and He is one with Him. Yet He is lesser than His Father, but He is enough for you, because He is His exact representation for you. And Elohim is love. And they shall by no means follow a stranger, but shall flee from him, because they do not know voice of the strangers. Yahushua used the figure of speech, but they did not know what he had been saying to them. Yahusha therefore said to them again, Truly, truly I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. What that means? If you look ahead of you, you shall see him. He is the light in man. He is the light. When you walk, you see where you're going. And you would not stumble, you would not look right or left or behind yourself. You will keep walking because that's where the light is. He is the light before you. He is the door, the way, the truth, the light. You would not look sideways and ask questions and wonder why, because you have it all. So don't deceive yourself. If you still keep wondering, if you still keep questioning, you didn't receive the truth. You say you believe in him, but you did not receive him to yourself. Otherwise, all your questions will be no more. All those researchers digging deeply in the matters you should not even think of, because if you have the one in you, there is nothing else you will need. All who came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. He is from the beginning, anyway, because he is the word of Elohim. And everyone who tried before to be someone who played the role of so-called shepherd, people, the leaders, all of them were only men whose breath is in their nostrils. Unless you have the Ruach in you, the set-apart Ruach of our Master Yahusha, and allow the Ruach to rule over you, to be in charge of you, then you would not commit your life for the sheep. You will be just temporary solution, like a patch which someone puts on a wound, but doesn't research and check what the issue is, what's the deeper underlying issue of the wound is, but just patch it, covering the surface. It would not solve the problem, because the problem will go worse. But what they do, those who are partially involved, who did not receive the truth, they just patch the wound so it cannot be seen through your naked eye, the natural eyesight, and you don't know that something very bad is happening, that there is a serious issue, serious sickness or something. That's what the false shepherd do, or those who did not receive the truth. Some of them, most of them, they don't even know they are not working for the truth. The enemy deceives, but there are also many stumbling blocks. They are here, they're meant to be here. But if that will be so obvious, if that will be easy to discern, there will be no stumbling blocks issue, and would not be those who are lawless, because it will be so easy to see who is the one from the living tree and who is from the dead tree. It will be so easy, but it's not so. That's why Yahusha speaks here. I am the door. Whoever enters through me, he shall be saved, and shall go in and shall go out and find pasture. So you should not be confused. If you go through him, you don't look for other teachers any answers, because you will have the answer. The thief does not come except to steal and to slaughter and to destroy. I have come that they might possess life, and that they might possess it beyond measure. Because 𝐤𝐄𝐄 is love from above, from his Father, and there is nothing else which we need. He is the bread which will feed you to the fullness, and the living waters will quench your thirst always, and you will never be hungry and thirsty again. Knowing that, you need to discern: are you nourished? And what about your thirst? Are you drinking from the true resource, the living waters, or you not drinking from that waters? Because if you are confused now, if you're still researching and you're still not resting, there is the possibility that actually you don't drink from the waters which are living, and you don't eat the bread of life which is living. 𝐤𝐄𝐄 says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. If those who are around you, whom you call brothers and sisters, would not lie their lives for one another, they don't have the set apart ruach of our Master in them. Don't assume things from your worldly understanding what that means to lie down our life, because that's what we shall be ready to do. It's about committing your heart. It's about the heart of flesh. It's to be for someone who are needing the special bread, the bread of life, the bread which if someone eats, he will never hunger again, and he will live truly. He will receive the life which is not this life. It's not about feeding our flesh, it's about feeding our heart. But the hireling, and not being a shepherd, one who does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees, and the wolf snatches the sheep and scatters them. And I tell you now, this is what is happening. Like, you have so many teachers, so many people here preaching, speaking beautifully, using the Hebrew language, using special dictionaries, guiding you, telling you how to be obedient, how to walk that way, and how to keep the Sabbath, how to keep the feast, how to pronounce the names, what that name of 𝐤𝐄𝐄 means, and how we should say, and all the things. But why are you still hungry? Why are you still wondering, and you're not satisfied, and you feel that you miss something? And why you live in fear? And you look for the information what the enemy is doing. And there are many publications, many books about the Nephilim, about Illuminati, about darkness. Why people are researching all this? Because they are in fear. You are in fear of your life. You don't want to lose your life, because you did not receive the good shepherd into yourself. Whoever tries to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life will find it. So if you commit your life, this worldly life, all things you worry about and care about, and let 𝐤𝐄𝐄 care for you, because that's what he will do, you will find rest. Because he is not partial, as his Father is not partial. He gives it all for you. Even so, we are not worthy. It's about service. When you have him in you, you serve also. That's what the Good Shepherd is. He is the answer to all things. He is not just for 5 hours, 2 hours a day, or maybe once a week, speaking to you nicely and make you feel good for a short time. He is there for you always. And those who have the Ruach in them are always for others. Not because they are good, but they have the one who is good in them, who is from the Father, 𝐤𝐄𝐄, who gave his life for the sheep. And if you have that set apart Ruach of our Master Yahusha in you, you will give your life for the sheep. I'm not saying I am the vessel of the set apart Ruach, and the set apart Ruach is coming here every day to you. Not myself, I'm the vessel. The Good Shepherd who lives in me, his set apart Ruach is coming to you, speaking the living word, which is the bread of life every day. Come here and be nourished. Come here and be filled with the living word. As the word says, ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. And knock and it will be open to you. Yahusha is here waiting. He is knocking to your door, to the door of your heart. Open to him. Give yourself to him so he can heal you, so he can care for you. And he will do it always. And what you do in exchange, you give your life, you give yourself for service, so he can do the works in you. And that's how it should be. That's when we become the part of the body of Messiah, and he is the head of the body, and we will be the parts working together through the Ruach HaKadosh, not through our flesh, not through the meetings and fellowship in flesh. The set apart Ruach will make the fellowship truth, and it will work. That's when 2 or more who pray in the name of Yahusha will be heard, and the prayer will be fruitful, and all the things will be fulfilled. What Yahusha said about that we will tread on scorpions and cobras, and that we drink poison water and we will not be affected. We will cast demons and heal the sick. All those things will be if we walk in Ruach. But to do that, we need to receive the set apart Ruach of our Master Yahusha. Now the hireling flees because he is a hireling and is not concerned about the sheep. But with Yahusha, with his set apart Ruach, he is always there for you. And those who have the Ruach in them, they will also be like that. I am the Good Shepherd, and I know mine, and mine know me, even as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. So if you have Yahusha's Ruach in you, you know, you will discern who is from him and who has the set apart Ruach in him, and you will recognize who are the sheep and who are not. It's about inwardly, it's not outside. You don't discern people from outside, from the flesh. And again, this is the worldly matter, color of the skin, about appearance, and that's what Yahusha says. Man judges accordingly to the ways of this world, judging by appearance, by shallow understanding, not in truth, not judging by righteous standards, which can only come from the set apart Ruach. That's why the sheep All the goats cannot be discerned by outwardly judgment, but only through the Sedapar Ruach, and it's not of flesh. If you're black, yellow, white skin, doesn't matter which color you are. This is not about color of the skin or any other physical qualities. So someone can be crippled, someone can be blind, someone can be unwell. The heart matters in man. And all the sheep I have which are not of this fold, I have to bring them as well, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one flock, one shepherd. There is sheep in darkness. There is the sheep waiting for the good news, waiting for the bread of life. We are not to sit back for ourselves. Oh, I'm saved. I have the set apart ruach. I'm a chosen one. I'm elect. And be indulged with the knowledge of the names and how smart I am, how blessed I am. I know the names and I know how to pronounce them. And look at me. That's completely opposite. Who shall we truly be? We shall be the vessels of the set apart ruach of our Master. We shall be the fishers of man, helping the flock which is lost, the missing sheep. If you have the good shepherd in you, you will love the sheep. You will love the sheep, and you would not leave them there to be devoured by the wolves, by the enemy. You could not just sit and be comfortable with yourself. But this is not service of Elohim. That's not the true service, which comes from love, which is selfless. We ought to do the same to one another. As I washed your feet, so you shall wash each other's feet. It's a service. And the master and the servant is not greater than the master, and the taught one is not greater than the teacher. So if the master was serving and is serving, so you shall also. Because of this the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to receive it again. So we need to lay down our life. If we are in Yahusha, our Master, so we can receive Him, because He lives, so we can live. And there is no other way, because He is the way, the truth, and life. And there is nothing else you should know, nothing else you need to live. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have authority to lay it down, and I have authority to receive it again. This command I have received from my Father, and this is the obedience which everyone is talking about. And there is the answer here. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have authority to lay it down, and I have authority to receive it again. This command I have received from my Father, and so He fulfill it, and He will fulfill it in you. And this is the obedience. He is the faithful servant. Yahusha is the faithful servant of His Father, Yahweh. And if you receive Him, you will be obedient, because He is the obedient one. And you cannot go astray. If you have Him, there is no way you will go astray. You don't need to worry that you will be disobedient, because you will have the one who is obedient in you. Again, there came a division among the Yahudim because of these words, and many of them said, "He has a demon and is mad. Why do you listen to him?" I see people look when they listen to this channel. She's speaking like a very metaphorical, not really relying to a life language we cannot understand. I don't get it what she's talking about, because like Yahusha said, you must be born from above to understand, to believe. When he said to Nicodemus, how you can believe if I speak to you about the matters from heaven, if I was speaking to you about the matters of earth and you did not believe? Because Yahusha, he was not of this world, and the only way people could relent to what he was saying when he was speaking in parables, because Yahusha is the mouth of Yahweh, which Yahweh said, I will speak to them, I will open my mouth in parables, because otherwise nobody could get what he was talking about. Even when he says, my flesh is truly food, my blood is truly drink, eat my flesh. That was so shocking for them. Many of those who were following him, they left him after he said this. See, this is typical for you people, to just be disconnected, to be uninterested, because you cannot get it, because there is the gap. When someone speaks the way of this world, about the matters of this world, in the ways of man, and someone speaks the ways, you don't get it, because they are not of this world, they are from above, and then you're losing it, then you don't understand. That's why I know, see, I only have how many subscribers? 47, and I know already most of the people would not come here, and I don't expect it will be different, because Yahusha said that if they will receive me, they will receive you also, because, and they did not respect me, so they would not respect you, and they would not receive the word. You don't want to hear it. So it's not about how many are coming here, it's not about that. And also Yahusha said, even one who is saved, even one being, you will be rewarded. I don't care about the reward. Like I said to the Father yesterday, I'm meant to serve you because of this, because you reveal yourself to me through your Son, Yahusha Messiah, and you reveal him to me. And from that moment, knowing you and knowing your Son, how I could just sit idle. It's not like, if you don't receive the Ruach, you don't feel this way. If you did not receive the set apart Ruach of our Master Yahusha, you don't feel like you must serve, you must be the vessel. You don't crave that service. But when you receive that set apart Ruach, you just want to give. And this is the typical thing. I don't know, I only can speak from myself, and I share that with you. And I can tell you, most of you don't get it, because who is born of flesh is flesh, and who is born of Ruach and water is Ruach. And if you're not born again, I can speak to you for 10 hours and you will fall asleep even after a few minutes, and you will just turn this video off. You would not listen to it because you will get bored. And that's what most of you are doing it, because Yahusha is not enough. You need excitement, you need strange news, the other news, which are not the good news. Okay, others said they are not the words of one possessed by demon, Is a demon able to open the eyes of the blind? So that's how the confusion works in man. Because Yahusha did the signs and wonders and miracles among men, so they can marvel, among one another. But then they said, oh, the other people said, oh, we know his father and mother and his brothers and sisters. We know where he was born. That he was born in Nazareth. But the true Messiah should come from Bethlehem, from the place where David was born. But in fact, Yahusha was born in Bethlehem. But see, this is all done on purpose. Why? Because of the eyes of that man, they were closed and their ears were closed. Because if they have the eyes open and the ears open and their hearts were soft, they will be healed. They will receive Messiah, Yahusha. At that time, the Hanukkah came to be in Jerusalem, and it was winter. And Yahusha was walking in set-apart place in the porch of Shalomo. So the Yahudim surrounded him and said to him, how long do you keep us in suspense? If you are the Messiah, say to us plainly. And Yahusha answered them, I have told you, and you do not believe. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness concerning me. But you do not believe, because you are not of my sheep, as I said to you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give them everlasting life, and they shall by no means ever perish, and no one shall snatch them out of my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. Again, the Yahudim pick up the stones to stone him. See, it's like talking to different species. That's what it is. Even Yahusha will do more signs, and the works he will do, and he did from his Father. It would not work, because the belief is from above. Like Yahusha says in Yohanan 6, the works of Elohim is that you believe in him whom he sent. In fact, those who did not receive Yahusha, they didn't mean to receive him, because that was of the Father from above. Because the prophecy needs to be fulfilled. So if you do not believe, and your heart is cold, there is a reason for it. Because there is the underlying issue, and it's in Father's hands. And he's got a purpose in all things. Like the man who was born blind, it's not because he sinned or his parents sinned, but because Yahweh's might, his power will be revealed. The Father will be esteemed through him, because he will receive his sign. I wasn't a believer. I was mocking believers. Like, I'm blessed above measure, which I don't deserve, and I'm not worthy. Did I know about it? And why is this? And remember, if we keep asking those questions, we need to realize who is the potter and who is the clay. So, should that what was made ask why did you make me like this? To ask the maker this question. So he is right always, and his ways are perfect. Yahusha answered them, many good works I have shown you from my Father, because of which of those works do you stone me? Then Yahudim answered, saying, we do not stone you for a good work, but for blasphemy, and because you, being a man, make yourself Elohim. Yahushua answered them, is it not written in your own Torah, I said, you are Elohim? If he called them Elohim, to whom the word of Elohim came, and it is impossible for the scripture to be broken, do you say of him whom the Father set apart and sent into the world, you are blaspheming? Because I said I'm the son of Elohim. The one who is in you, the set apart Ruach, if you receive it, is the Elohim. The Elohim is the Ruach, the set apart Ruach. And Yahushua was speaking, the vessel will be the temple, will be the place where the Ruach will dwell. If I do not do the works of my Father, do not believe me. But if I do, for you do not believe me, believe the works, so that you know and believe that the Father is in me and I in him. Therefore they were seeking again to seize him, but he went forth out of their hand, and went once more to the other side of the Jordan, to the place where Yohanan was immersing at the first, and there he stayed.